Frankie Two Toes Mancini wasn't supposed to be anybody. A runner from the Bronx. Low-level muscle for the genetic crime family. But Frankie had two things going for him. Loyalty and a temper that made most men think twice. He got the nickname after a job gone sideways in Queens. A rival crew from Brooklyn botched a gun deal. Shots were fired. People screamed. Frankie took a bullet, crashed his car into a deli, and crawled 3 blocks bleeding to call his capo. He lived, but lost 3 toes. The family said he'd earned his bones. By 1997, Frankie was doing pickups, collections, a little extortion on the side. Small stuff, but steady. He was content until they handed him the warehouse job. It sounded simple. A guy named Rocco Salerno was skimming from the top. Rocco worked docks out of Red Hook, supposedly loyal, but someone inside tipped the G. Frankie was told, take care of it. Quiet. No mess. Frankie scoped it out. Rocco was clean, on paper, but the whispers were real. Luxury cars. Side deals with Russians. Word was, he was ready to flip to the feds. That was enough for a green light. The hit was supposed to go down Thursday night. Empty warehouse. 2-man job. Frankie brought Carlo Beans DeMarco nervous guy, but good with a pistol. Rocco showed up late, alone, wearing a suit, like he was heading to confession. Frankie didn't waste time. Rocco! He said, stepping out of the shadows. You know why? We're here? Rocco didn't flinch. He lit a cigarette, hand steady. You don't have to do this, Frankie motioned to Beans, who pulled his piece. You flipped, Rocco. You're done. Rocco exhaled smoke. I didn't flip, but I was going to. I got tapes, names, offshore accounts. You kill me. They go straight to the feds. Frankie hesitated. You think that saves you? No. But it could save you. That's when the warehouse lights clicked. On-end FBI swarmed in. Frankie froze. Beans panicked. Opened fire. The agent shot back. Beans dropped. Frankie was cuffed. Bloody, furious. Rocco walked out, untouched, smug. You were never supposed to get out, Rocco whispered as they dragged Frankie away. But you didn't listen. You should have stayed small. 2 years later, minus 1,999. Otisville Federal Correctional. Frankie kept his mouth shut. Did his time. 5 years on a weapons charge. No murder because Beans pulled the trigger. Rocco's tapes vanished. No one could touch the Gianettis. Or so they thought. On the outside, the family shifted. New bosses, new rules. Rocco disappeared, vanished on a business trip to Miami. Body never found. When Frankie got out, he didn't go back to the Bronx. He bought a bar in Queens with old money. Quiet life. No more blood. But every so often, someone from the old crew stops by. They sit at the bar, order a drink, and say nothing for a while. Then they lean in. You still got it in you, Frank? And Frankie just nods, sips his whiskey, and waits. Because in this life, no one ever really gets out. Not clean?